Hello everybody, the Completely Sphere. Today I'm going to show you my 3x3 barrel. This is the new mod that I just made. I finished it yesterday, and you might have saw that I put up a tutorial on how to make it. So I made it out of a Shengshao wind puzzle, and I mostly used a Dremel and a belt sander. I'll get into the process of making it a little bit more in depth later, but first I'll just show you. It turns pretty well, just as well as the original cube. You can probably do like 3/4 of a cubie forwards corner cutting and like a tiny little bit, a couple degrees reverse. Of course, since it was transformed out of a normal Rubik's Cube, it's going to be the exact same size, but the width right here is just the tiniest little bit. This is probably like 56 millimeters right here. I cut normal CubeSmith stickers to go on here, and on these ones I just use normal cut stickers. These ones I just cut stickers in half, rows of stickers in half, and put them on there, but I only did that with like these ones and these ones. These ones and these ones I had to cut myself because I didn't have enough pre-cut stickers. And so you can see like these ones, they all look really nice, but these ones have like badly cut corners and stuff. And the worst part about the stickers is white and yellow sides, because I didn't have any pre-cut stickers for those, and they just look really bad up close. But from afar, they look fine. I did lubricate it a little bit with some silicone lube, and it definitely helped the corner cutting and stuff a little bit. I've only gotten one pop on this cube, and that's when I was doing some like extreme corner cutting like this, and the piece just kind of popped out. It didn't even fly out, it just like came up like that, and I just pushed it back down. So popping is obviously not an issue. So yeah, it's made out of Shengshao Aurora, like I said. Here are the pieces. This is an edge piece, so you see it's just shaved down completely, and the corner is the same. So now I'll tell you the process I went about making this. So first I just got a 3x3, and then I just I turned the layers like this, and then I just roughly sanded down all these sticking out parts until that made a rough circle. It was more like an octagon. And so then I would do it in slower, smaller increments and just sand down everything that stuck off until I got a almost perfect circle. And then I took it apart and filled everything with milliput. And the mistake that I made is I actually filled the pieces like halfway up with like tissue or newspaper before putting the milliput in. And so later when I would sand the milliput back down, on some of the pieces I actually sanded too far, sanded through all the milliput, and I would get back to them to the tissue. So yeah, but from there I just drummed down the milliput a little bit, and then I put on a belt sander. I actually did the belt sander first, and I realized it wouldn't work very well, and so I drummed it down some more. And then I started doing the belt sander. I used Nerd Bubblegum's tutorial on how to make a perfect barrel. And yeah, you should check him out. He's a pretty awesome modder. But basically you put a barrel on the sander and you do it kind of sideways to create friction. And it just sands down the whole thing, and it actually turns in your hands. So you don't even have to turn it yourself. And it just creates a perfect circle. And then from there I had little parts of tissue sticking out, and so I had to rip out all the milliput on those pieces. I think the pieces that I ended up doing is all four of these edge pieces in the middle, because I rushed those, and like 3 of the corners, or 4, and I did that over multiple days. Like I did it once, and then I drummed it all down, sanded it again, realized that there was more sticking out, so I did it again, and there's still actually a little bit on this cube. I think there's a corner right there that's not completely filled, but I decided just to leave it so I could be done with this project by yesterday. But yeah, then from there I just cleaned it all off, and then actually when I was spray painting it, my brother kind of messed it up, and I had to redo a bunch of the corners. Luckily, I had to sand them down a little bit more, but luckily it didn't mess up the perfect roundness of it at all. So then after drying, I just cut the stickers, and that was probably one of the most lengthy processes in making this cube. It definitely would have gone a lot faster if I had got pre-cut stickers for all the sides. Like for this side, I probably could have just got a pre-cut face and just cut a circle in it. That would be really easy. But no, I had to cut each of these stickers individually and then cut them out, and it was just a really long process. And if you look up really close on here, I know you can't see it very well, I can move my light, you can see that there are some little rough lines like going sideways along here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's just from the belt sander. I didn't sand it down completely smooth. Well, I actually did sand it down smooth, but sometimes even when it is smooth, you can still see the lines left from the sandpaper. And so that's a little bit of a quality thing, but you can't really see it from far away. So this cube actually is a super cube because of the centers. So I'm just gonna do a quick little solve on it. So you see here, you have to line up each of the pieces in the cross first. Just like this, if we were to do this, it wouldn't work because those pieces don't line up, because even the center pieces are slightly rounded a little bit. So that makes it pretty difficult. So we can get the cross, and then you see here F2L, I'm just going to do it's just like normal, but it's a little bit weird. Finger tricking doesn't work the best on here because color recognition is bad too, but finger tricking doesn't work because like sometimes when it's like a curved surface it's kind of hard to grip onto it. So there we go. F2L, F2L. I'm really slow at this because I haven't practiced forever. There we go, and then last layer is pretty much the same. You just have to make sure you don't do any algorithms that could mess up the alignment of the centers, which is like the U perm will do that. So we can just finish this up here. I really love how it looks like when you're doing algorithms like this, and it's just pretty satisfying to get it solved. So overall, this is a pretty good mod to do as one of your first mods. But yeah, I really recommend doing it. You can look at my tutorial. I'll leave that in the outro in about 10 seconds. But if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this, you can leave a suggestion and a like. Show me that you liked it. And you can even subscribe to be notified when a future video like this comes out. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!